there, cover the cut used by
Blocks the layup attempt. That's big time by Giannis. Lakers regain the lead.
What's up, YouTube? Franchise Sports TV back again with another video. Before I begin, like, share, subscribe, and also comment down in the comments down below. It all helps the channel. So recently, I have also opened up a Patreon for $5 a month. You can hear uncut, unraw, some unreleased videos, audio, on there for all three channels: Franchise Sports TV, Franchise History TV, and Lone Wolf Adventure TV. So you can get all that for $5 a month. Also, I speak more about stuff outside of sports and all that. So I wouldn't say be on the lookout for that. Be on the lookout for that. It's already up, but Patreon, probably link it down below. All right. Before I begin, you know what? I'm already gonna begin. What I'm thinking. It's been a long day. But I wanted to touch on this subject for a minute because I heard it earlier, probably late last night, maybe Thursday night at the time. I don't know for sure. I don't remember. Like I said, it's been a long day, but I had to get on Kevin Durant about this. So I've been on Kevin Durant lately for most of this season about his lack of leadership. Probably need to get on his lack of competitiveness because this guy tends to, go from team to team. But I guess he's complaining about the NBA 65 game award threshold or minimum or maximum. Is it minimum? I should say 65 game minimum award. And this is what he has to say. Because we all know the NBA had a new collective bargaining agreement that came out Sunday. And you heard about the luxury tax penalties to stop the expensive teams from improving on fringes and allowing teams to get away with more expenses. That's something different. But, what came with this is the 65 game award threshold for the end of the season awards. Players had to play 65 games to be eligible for postseason awards like MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, and all NBA teams. I guess the NBA's attempt to cut down on the load management, because we all know load management has been crazy, especially this season. We know it's a lot more. And so Kevin Durant took it upon himself to make a tweet, because he has Twitter fingers. To say this. This is what he basically says, because I think it was I don't know who Shane Young is, but Shane Young said Kevin Durant is now averaging 29.1 points, 67%, 40%, 91% shooting splits for this entire season in 47 games. And Kevin Durant tweets back saying, "Don't count, didn't play 65 games." All right. He did play 47 games. Some of it due to because of injuries. I get it. Of course. I get it. But the last time I checked, load management or not, if you didn't play a whole entire season, you only play anywhere from, let's say, 20 to at least 40 games, maybe even 50 games. I remember back in the day, some players weren't qualified to even win that. That's where I remembered. But I also have another issue as well. Not just with, of course, you got to play a certain number of games. You just can't play 30 to 40 games and expect to win awards when you got other people out here playing 82 games or somewhere close to 82 games and they out there playing every night, giving it all. But here's you are. I'm a low management for half the season, Kawhi Leonard. I'm a low management for half the season, expect to win the award. It don't work that way. It shouldn't work that way. That ain't fair. But in Kevin Durant's defense, he had legit injuries this year, no doubt. Well, except now. After the Suns-Lakers game the other night, he sat out. But if it wasn't for his injuries, then yeah, he would have qualified. But this goes for other people who think they can just low manage and win awards. But here's my problem in total with the NBA. These guys, man. This goes back to the LaQuire, the members of the high members of the LaQuire, Nick Wright or Nick Wrong and Shannon Sharp talking about how much the Lakers played back-to-back games. They played 12 back-to-back games. Most of the teams they beat played back-to-back games. At the time of the recording, the Lakers have beat another team that played back-to-back games in the Phoenix Suns. It does not compute in my mind where is the discrepancy. LeBron James is trying to blame it on scheduling. No, everybody plays back-to-back. And shout out to 2 Raw for a video. I think he did a couple of videos in the last few days about the back-to-back thing. When it came to the older players from the 60s, mainly the 60s, when they had to play 4 games back-to-back. Probably anywhere from 24 to 34 times. He listed all the teams that played that many teams back-to-back. Boston Celtics, Lakers. Even going back to the 1962 season with Wilt Chamberlain, he lists that. So, some of these players got to miss me with that because I respect the players of the old. You look up to the players of the old. Because the players of the old didn't complain. They didn't have all the necessities that the players have now. These dudes getting pampered. Own helicopters, own choppers. Screaming to the pilot, get to the chopper. They got their own planes. All these fancy cars. Women at their fingertips. Well, then again, players in it back then had them too. But I'm just saying. You know, all these riches make more money. Shoot, John Morant can possibly be a billionaire by the time he gets 30. Just ridiculousness. Why the players of the old didn't have all this stuff. Flying on commercial planes. No massages. Getting up early. No private planes, no private helicopters. No fancy shoes. They had to play in Converse. You ever try to play in Converse? They even walk in Converse? It's not a good feeling. Imagine playing, which is apparently the fastest pace back then, in Converse. Jumping and dunking in Converse. Cutting in Converse. But then you got JJ Redick to talk about plumbers, firemen, police officers, people creating shelves, plumbers, calling the NBA players of that. Miss me with that. I'm going to have to say this. I'm about to jump out and say this. As much as I hate it, sometimes I don't like associating with this. But millennials and Gen Zers, they are the weakest, softest, yellow belly, soy-filled generations that ever graced this planet. Not all. I see some of y'all out there, millennials and Gen Z. Yeah, some of y'all ain't with the play. Old millennials, young millennials. Older Generation Z, I don't know about some of you younger Generation Z. Generation Z, man, I don't get them. They confuse me. They actually annoy me because I don't understand them. But anyways, ain't talking about that. But yeah, those 10 generations are the softest. And the majority of the NBA players now that are playing, that are gracing this league, like a LeBron James, like a KD, are part of that millennial. It gets even worse for some of the Generation Z. But I do applaud some Generation Z, like Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, for not being soft and going at these dudes. I ain't say all, but golly, complaining about, oh, I don't want to play. We should play 60 games or have a minimum. I'm against having a minimum of playing 65 games to qualify awards. I don't like playing back to back. Shut up! You guys get all the privileges. That's why I have more respect to the players in the old, because they set the bar. Man. Golly. Then the two players I just named, damn gun it. They've been known for stacking the deck and joining different teams. I'm still saying KD is a, not a leader. I'll take that back. You're right. He's not a leader. He probably needs to be. But this is what he also is. He reminds me of that girl. He reminds me of that girl that jumps from men to men to men. Monkey branches from one dude to another dude based on what they have in their pockets or what they can do for her. That's what KD is. That's what he is. I'm not going to go out and just call him all kinds of names, but that's what he is. Acts like a damn woman. One of these monkey branch type women. One of these, I can't think of the word I want to call it. The correct word when you call it when women do that. I can't think of it right now at the top of my head. But that's what KD is. He got to jump from the new shiny toy to the other one. Oh, I want to play with OKC. I want to play with Golden State now. They're the hot team. All right, I'm going to go to Brooklyn. They didn't. Oh, Brooklyn wasn't a hot team. I want to go to Brooklyn. I'm stacking the deck over there. All right, done with Brooklyn. I don't kind of blame them. All right, I want to go join the Phoenix Suns. It's like, dude, lead a team. That's why people got respect for people like Giannis. People like Jordan, Kobe, players of the old Magic. I'm trying to jump from team to team so they can go win. I ain't worried about my legacy. Well, your legacy is going to be this. Your legacy is going to be like that girl who jumps from dude to dude to dude. Monkey branches dude to dude to dude. That's your legacy, KD. But anyways, not to get off the tangent about that. I just had to say it. But anyways, man. This generation, man. When it comes to the NBA, it's soft. Can't play 65 games. Gotta play 65 games to get the minimum. Of course. It makes sense. Enough of this load management. Fans are getting screwed over. You guys complain about playing back-to-backs. When y'all haven't did the same load that the players on the old did. Condensed seasons and everything. Starting in October, ending in March. It's ridiculous. Tell me what you guys think.